Blingy Greetings. It's your Bling International Diva, Confident Miss Bling. And we are here on this wonderful, what's today? Wednesday, right? Well, I feel like Friday. But this wonderful Wednesday evening here in Atlanta. It's sweltering hot, okay? I need like an extra fan because it's hot. It's hot. But it's okay. We here, right? Right? Right, like let me get something to fan myself because we got some hotness that we're about to talk about today. It's all about marketing, and a lot of people have been asking about how to market their businesses and stuff like that. And usually, I will have you guys, I will like bring them in, but he like here, like right in the flesh, like right now. So I'm gonna introduce y'all to Kenneth Sean. He's doing his thing and marketing. I call him the marketing guru and the marketing king. But woo, give Sean, give it up for Trinidad.
First off, you are just too kind. Number one, like seriously, and like I said, I you ain't made it until you made it on the Bling radio show, and so
Okay.
you've been doing this forever. So
Yes.
you've been killing it for a long time, and so
Thank
this
you.
is this is a beautiful and wonderful opportunity to be here. So I definitely appreciate you, and I appreciate you just being this kind. Seriously.
No problem. I'm glad to have you here. I'm glad we finally got a chance to talk. I know you sent me a message like 10 years ago that I just recently saw, but I'm still available to do t-shirts if you need them.
I saw that. Oh my god! I was like, it's all good. It's all good now. Like we as it relates to shirts now, like I'm a little bit further advanced now. you know,
Okay.
but but I mean, it's not that I still probably won't need because I got some
Got
stuff
you.
coming. So but we'll talk about that too, though.
Okay, cool. So yeah, so I know that you have been in the marketing game just as long as I've been knowing you. I know
Yeah,
definitely from seeing you around in Chicago when the marketing scene was like the entertainment scene was crazy. So we all was out like
yeah,
2005 to 7, 9, or whatever it was. I think I left in like 11. So man, that was like the best times in
yeah.
Chicago.
I feel
Oh,
you. I feel you.
entourage and all the popping spots, just
I
club
feel
wet.
you. You telling our age now. You just
Right,
told
right.
everybody. You just told everybody our age.
Yes, well, we used to have so much fun in the city.
Yeah,
But we met somewhere around that time. I don't even
yeah,
know when. And I saw that you've been doing marketing and stuff like that. Then I saw you
yeah,
were working with a big, you can call it a Fortune 500 company at this point. And you've been like killing the game with them. It's doing amazing things with them. But let's just let's talk about who you are, because for people that don't know who you are and what you do, go ahead and
yeah.
start letting them know about you.
So, for y'all that don't know, my name is Kenneth Sean. People know me from two sides of the coin, I would say. One side is the marketing scene. Yeah, I've been in marketing. I got my undergrad in communications and I got my MBA in marketing. And for the most part, I've been doing marketing communications since 2006. But like marketing heavy has definitely been the like where people have like know me like has been the last I would say 10 years for the
Okay.
most part. Like I had good jobs and was starting off in the scene early, but
Yeah.
like people knowing me for this has been the last 10 years. But people also know me for the church scene, and I was with a couple of big name churches from back in the day, and did a lot of big events. You know what I mean? In that, and so that's where that's where my name. That's how people kind of know me, and that's how I got built up a certain level of popularity. But
Yeah.
what ended up happening was that I never forget I was laid off from a job, and I had to make a decision about the direction that I really wanted my career to go. And I had always the dream or desire to climb the corporate ladder, and but I was like, the thing that I'm good at on a corporate side is that I have a creative thought process, but I need to understand the business side of it so that I can take the creative thought process along with the business side and merge them together. So when I got laid off, I went and got my MBA. I literally got my MBA in like 16 months, like literally a year and a half. It took me to
Cool.
get the NBA knocked it out, and then from there just started, doing jobs, and then eventually I kind of climbed that corporate ladder and then recognized that that's not really what my desire was. you know,
Okay.
and so yeah, but been able to for the most part there are a few organizations that are pretty big from what I was able to contribute to them, and there's a lot of from the healthcare side over to the hair care side over to printing ad agencies. It's a lot. So I've been attached to a few things, and even now I do a lot of consulting now, and I consult, and I can say this because if you go on my LinkedIn, you will see it. But I'm even doing consulting with McDonald's and things of that nature. So um, and a couple other name brands that people know of. So, and I get approached all the time to do stuff. So I'm grateful for where I'm at, and I think the thing that I learned the most. And the thing that blesses me the most is to have these opportunities to bless people with this now. Like, so to be
So
on your show and to help the world and kind of like put this stuff out here. That's what my ultimate calling is to help people ultimately. And so if I can use my marketing or my level of creativity or structure to help, then that's what I'm here for.
dope, dope. Now I know it's like, so you've been doing this for a long time. Are you able to talk about some of the companies that you work with? Because I know Miel was one,
Yep.
and I actually interviewed Monique some years ago. Um, and after I, found out about the brand and everything, and then that's when I saw you and Mimi and some other people that I knew
Yeah.
was working. So I'm like, oh, she got a crazy team. Like, this is going to be
Yeah.
crazy. So just
Yeah.
watching all of the stuff that y'all done, and
Yeah.
when and just seeing it in the stores here and seeing
Yeah.
the billboards and the marketing, like knowing you was behind it, like this dope.
Yeah.
Like you was on
Yeah.
that team. So how was
Yeah.
that
So
working with that brand and other brands you work with?
Mael is probably the brand that I will confidently say this. Mael was the brand that gave me the most notoriety out here,
Okay.
especially amongst the black scene. You know what I mean? Especially
Okay.
amongst our people. And I was, and I've never said this, and I have no problem with saying this on your show publicly. I am forever grateful for that experience. And yeah, when I started with them, it was probably 10 of us working there, and when I left, it was probably about 100.
Wow.
And got the opportunity to um, take the brand. Like myself, I had a team of I think at one point I had 10 people reporting to me at one point, and we put all of our minds together to help take that brand to the next level. The owners had a great idea and a great concept, and they just needed a little help along the way. And so that's what myself and the team, because my thing is this: even though I may have been the leader at that time, I was only as strong as my team. And I don't believe in, I'm not one of the people that, granted, I can be coming up with the ideas and all of that, but this is a group effort. Because even though I may have came up with this, well, this person may have designed this product, or this person came up with this should be on the digital side, or this person, we all put that together. And so I come from a thought process of you're not successful unless you have boundaries, order, and structure, call it BOS. And in order to be a real boss, you have to have boundaries, order, and structure. So it was one of those things where we were able to kind of incorporate that into their organization, and the organization just was went like blew up, and they kept expanding, and they're still expanding, and so so
Yeah.
shout out to them. It was a wonderful experience that I'm forever grateful for, and yeah, and I was able to go around the world and do all type of stuff. Man, it was a great experience.
Nice. Nice. And it looked like y'all were having a lot of fun while you
Yeah,
were, working with that brand. Just seeing a lot of the stuff that was done with the parties and the events and the just everything behind. You could tell it was Chicago is behind this project, right? Because I haven't seen no other hair company or brand do it like y'all done it. Y'all did an
Well,
amazing.
well, I mean, here's the thing, man. Here's the thing I'll say. One of the things that the reason why it was like that, you had, and I'll give the owners the credit. One of the things the owners would allow, I would say 95% of the ideas they allow for me to do. So
Awesome.
sometimes that stuff was crazy, and they're like, man, especially around COVID. Let me tell you something.
Okay.
Like COVID-19 was probably the biggest blessing because we were already a digital brand, and we just took it to the next level. Like we literally would be going live with a DJ before the other. We would have a DJ on the My page and be giving out stuff, going live. I'm emceeing another DJ. Then one of the other teams is just going live. Like we would do whatever because we knew that everybody was at home, and we just wanted to be a blessing to folks while people at home. And so
Yeah.
doing that and being a blessing to a lot of the young people, the youth, a lot of things, people changed car giveaways, all type. We did all type of stuff, and so.
Nice.
It was like I said, it was a blessing. It was an honor, and like I said, the freedom, like you don't get that level of freedom a lot in a lot of places, and so that level of freedom was a blessing for me. And so, like I said, forever grateful for the opportunity of being there.
Awesome. Awesome. So now you're not there anymore. What's going on now? Like what's going on with you since you've left the company? Why did you leave? Because like it was so awesome. Like, why did you go?
Oh man, well, I mean, at a certain point, you have to, you have to make a decision for yourself, and
Yeah.
it's like it's only so far you can go with being under or being under somebody,
Yeah.
And for me, I just wanted more, and for that, I went out and literally, I'm gonna be honest with you, like when I left them, and everybody know every hair care brand in the world was reaching out to me,
Oh wow.
I'll be I'll be very transparent with you, like none of them. Everybody wanted the Mayo results. They just didn't want to do the time that it took.
Mm,
They all wanted. Oh, okay, because that took us all 3.5 years to get to that. You know what I mean? And
yeah.
being COVID and all of that, everybody wanted it in 30 days. So they would all reach out to me and all of that. And I had got a couple offers, and I was just like, man, this ain't it. You know what I mean? And so I decided that it was just time for me to go out on my own. So that I want to leave a legacy for my family and for my daughter. And I've always had my hands on all these multiple projects. I've always had apparel. I've always had marketing. I've always had all this stuff. And for me to leave a legacy for my daughter, because I'll be like, I'll go here. The owners were the first. We were all the same age. You know what I mean? And so they were like the example of, okay, well, if they can do it, why can't I do it? You know what I mean? Like, why can't I
Right.
do it for myself, for my own thing? And so, man, I got out here and decided that, man, I want to make this happen for myself. But don't get me wrong, it was a scary experience because what you probably don't know is that I live in the same place you do now. Uh,
Oh, I
exactly.
saw something too, and I was like, no, this ain't right because it's supposed to be Chicago, not Atlanta. Okay, you did that on the low. Like I didn't even know.
Oh yeah. I did a whole lot of. There's a whole lot of moves I made. Nobody know, but like I was, because you got to understand. For
Okay.
so long, my life was public. Everything was on social. Everything I did was on social.
Yes. Yes.
And then when I went through that transition of leaving and making these other moves, and me, you're known for this one thing and all of that. I wanted to have my own identity now,
Yes.
and focus on my own identity and my own brand and what it is that I can offer. And so,
Okay.
with that, in order to do that, we had to make a whole shift, the whole family. And I desired for my daughter to have better. I grew up on the south side of Chicago all my life. And for the most part, I want for my child to have a different experience than that. And so that's why I came out and moved here, and made that decision to come out to Georgia to have a better life for us and leave a better legacy. But then also step out on faith, and literally, I have always been like consulting, right?
Okay.
Somewhat. But now it's the, okay, bro, you need to do this for real, because people are calling you, you know, and like, okay, so I'm doing it. So like one of the clients that I have now, they're like the number one Ford dealership in Illinois. They went from selling like 80 cars a month to now being the number one dealership, like,
Right.
and and what it was that even when I started with them, hey, it's not gonna happen in 2, 3 months. But now
Exactly.
we're almost 2 years in, and man, they having a hard time keeping cars,
Wow.
on the lot. I worked with a nonprofit. They ended up getting close to $300,000 in donations for the year. But
Okay.
it's still, like I said, it didn't happen in 3 months. It took a level of time,
Yeah.
And then some of the other clients are having startups and things of that nature. Like I keep telling them all the time, it's not going to happen tomorrow. If you want me to build this and make this happen for you. And so what I've done from there is now stepped out on faith. And now I'm telling the world, because a lot of people just know me for, somewhat of marketing, but I'm like, no, this is what I do all day, every day. And this is how I, live my life. And so just kind of putting that out there and just, like I said, building the brand up. But now I have my own company, but now I'm focusing in on building my name up and building and making the company grow up and blow up under my own name. So, because I'm always great at doing marketing for everybody else, but I'll be terrible at it for myself. So that's why I'm like getting
Why
out
is
here.
it like that? I get it because it's like I promote everybody else stuff, but then when it comes to
Yeah,
me getting my stuff together and doing me, sometimes I'm like, now I just this girl got 28,000 followers from the strategy that I gave her to
exactly.
do whatever. Somebody got
Exactly.
16,000 followers from the strategy I gave them. But then when I look at my stuff, I'm like, so why is that? Why is it? Because I don't know if it's something with being a creative or tell me what you
Mhm.
think that is.
I think it's the thing of it's hard to look at yourself and apply like I have like a template strategy that I could do, but it's hard to see myself with my own eyes at times. You know what I mean? Because I can look at somebody else's stuff and say, okay, hey, we need to do A, B, and C, but then I'll get in the mirror and I'll be like, so what I did was I actually I have people. So I consult, but I also have people that consult under me as well, right? So I'm not
Okay.
sitting here claiming to know everything or all things, but I do have other people that I will contract out that I pay out, and they do some of the other stuff, right? So I
Okay.
reach out to them and say, hey, I need you to look at this for me and tell me what it is that I need. You know that I normally do A, B, and C for somebody else. I need you to do that for me. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, I need you to see this from a different lens, from the lens of the person that I'm actually selling to. It's different when I can take your product and look at it as a consumer, but how do I look at me as being the consumer for myself? You know what I mean? I mean, like if you're selling a product or service for yourself, it's hard to actually figure that out and do it for yourself. Like I have several brands, okay, that I have sold over the years and built up over the years. Like even this brand right here, like this is a brand that is not even catered towards African Americans. Let me make this clear. All right. So I know this is going to sound crazy. And the reason I
Okay.
say this is because this was one of the biggest challenges of marketing for me, right? So
Okay.
this is my YouTube channel, right? It's called Blue Oval Media. And the reason I say it's not catered to African Americans, it is, but the target audience, the majority of people that are watching Blue Oval Media are not African Americans because Black people don't buy Fords like they buy Chevys and Dodges. But I
Right.
do. But this is what I grew up around. And this is what my father grew up around. Now we are out here. Don't get me wrong, because I get them every
Yeah.
time. I got a brother or a sister coming up to me. They like, man, we just want to thank you, brother, because you like the only one. But the reality is that I grew up around all people. So my thing is, hey, I love all people, regardless of skin color, race, or whatever. So I'm gonna be, but I have to also know how to target to all people as well. It just can't be this place or this place. And every job that I've had has always challenged my marketing thinking and capability because it's put me in a space to where, okay, I have to learn how to market to doctors. Now I have to learn how to market to this target audience, that target audience. And this one challenged me to actually doing it. So I'll be honest with you, like I probably sold over 1,000 pieces of apparel from this. But the
Nice.
main thing was it was just a YouTube channel. It's not even like, it's a YouTube channel that's got close to 20,000 subscribers, and I got videos that have over 200,000 views. And so I
Okay.
mean that's for me. That's a blessing for something that I did not think could ever even get this big.
Okay.
But grateful for doing it. So like I said, it's just sometimes harder to see you in the mirror with what you need. It's kind of like this. I can't do my own hair. I can't line myself up. I got to go to a barber to do that, even though it's on me. Nah, he gonna take care of that because I'm gonna end up
Yeah.
messing all that up. You know, so
Yeah. Got you. Got you. So I want to talk about this event. Now I
yeah,
saw you promoted on Facebook.
yeah,
I saw you asking if if you did something for marketing, type me or something. I was one of them, like me. I put my little name in there. Whatever you said, I said
yeah,
okay, me too. So
yeah. I love
it
it.
was
I love
so many comments at the time. I was like, oh, my chances are slim to none. Like, it's about 155 comments. I'm like,
it.
y'all, I
It's
don't know how many
hilarious. I
slots he
love
got
it.
open. So,
I love it.
yes. So, all these people responded. And then I saw you were promoting that you are doing this actual marketing event and it's coming
Yeah.
up in a couple days. So, let's talk about
Tomorrow. It's,
tomorrow.
it's this
Okay.
time tomorrow. It's 8 o'clock tomorrow. It's called "You Are Qualified for Marketing." You
Ooh,
are qualified for marketing. Yeah, so it's going down tomorrow. I'll be 100 with you. Like I don't have no more tickets left. Like I'll put it. And this was another thing. This is another situation of stepping out on faith. I put that event out there in 8 days. All the tickets was gone. You know,
wow.
8 days. 8 days.
Wow.
You talking about somebody that ain't necessarily been marketing themselves or putting themselves out here, but
Right.
people do remember you from some of that stuff. Like, and I've
Right.
been quiet on social media, so I had to start picking up and start saying stuff again and all that. But in 8 days, I was able to. All the tickets were gone, and I even had people message me, "Yo, can I get a ticket?" Blah, blah, blah. I'm like, like you gonna have to catch the next one, like
Oh my
because
gosh. How did that
hey, everybody
feel?
wanted to be. Yeah, so I'm like, nah, I ain't got no more dog. Like you pop, you know. But yeah, that's going down tomorrow, and I'm kind of
Okay.
like announcing also what we're doing afterwards. So we're doing a live Q&A afterwards. Now
Okay.
that I actually just put up today, and that will be at 9:15 Eastern Standard Time. And so
Okay.
what I'm allowing people to do. So normally to consult with me for 1 hour is $500 just to sit
Okay.
down 1 hour, $500. What I am doing, so if everybody that did, yesterday, I'm allowing them the opportunity to do a live Q&A with me for $47. And we all gonna sit down. It's gonna be a group of us for an hour, maybe an hour and a half, depending on how we feeling, and we just gonna
Okay.
go over and talk about it. Like, so for everybody that's interested in taking their business to the next level, like that's what we're doing.
Nice, nice. So how did it feel to like sell out of this in like 8 days with hardly no promotion? Just
Yeah, so it's a perfect example of me proving to now the people that want to take their business to the next level. This is a perfect example. All I did was use my Instagram and my Facebook. I never paid a dollar. I never put a sponsored ad up. I never did none of that. And literally 8 days, all the tickets were gone. And I haven't been promoting myself, but I always was the one thing I said though that I kind of got everybody, and you can know that it actually worked because I said now if you all don't believe me, go look at my LinkedIn profile, and that'll tell you all about all my experience. And on LinkedIn, you can see who came and looked at your pro, and my LinkedIn
right.
numbers went up like crazy. I was like, oh yeah. So somebody said something.
Yeah.
But then yeah, it was just kind of like putting that out there. It was I'll be honest with you, it was a blessing, and it was also an honor because this is me. This is really me giving back for lack of better words. Is I'm doing this event because I always had a desire to how can I give and it not be associated with a church this time? How can I give
Right.
and it literally can help somebody on a corporate side? How can I give and it can be on this side of the spectrum? Because back in the day, I always would give on a different side. So now I'm like, how can I give and do it on this round? And it's you can use your gift and your ability on marketing to actually teach others that they're qualified for it. And so I think that that's going to be key is that a lot of us got businesses and I can understand it. You have a startup and you don't necessarily have the money to even pay somebody like me to help you get through or to help build a strategy or a marketing plan and things like that. Well,
Yeah.
I'm going to show you that you're qualified to do it yourself. And so that's the whole thing and the whole point and goal for tomorrow is to show these business owners that they are qualified for it.
Cool. Cool. Now it's a lot of people who started businesses in during the pandemic since it started, and Some of them are frustrated because they're not doing well with it, and some have like soared. Some have become
Yeah.
like thousandaires, millionaires. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying, from the stuff that they're doing. For somebody that's struggling with a business that they just started, like a startup, or somebody that started a business and just don't know where to go, if it's just standing stagnant, like they have a online store with products and it's just sitting there. They just have products sitting there.
Yeah.
What advice would you give them
Yeah.
to move forward?
So a lot of times when you have people like that are in this space, they're looking at it from their own eyes, and this is why I say sometimes it can get hard for yourself. And one of the words of advice I would have is, A, have somebody from the outside look in. You know what I mean? Have somebody like myself take a look and say, okay, why do you think that this is not happening? And the or B, what is it that is not reaching the consumer? What is it about your product or service that does not reach this consumer? Why are they not connecting? Why are they, well, what is it that you're selling that this consumer is not engaged in? Are you marketing to the right consumer? Are you targeting the right audience? For example, some people will say, well, man, maybe your prices are too high. No, you're just not the client that can afford it.
Exactly.
Like that's just what it is. Like I always would say, well, whatever your price is your price. But then also ask yourself too, am I targeting the right audience? Is this product going to this audience? And kind of look at the whole overall scheme. Look at the marketing that you have done. Are you only posting on Facebook when your audience is a TikTok audience? You're posting
Right.
to 50 and 60-year-olds, and your target audience is Gen Z. You have to look at all of these things. Like it's not just one thing. You know what I mean? Because everybody's business may not be because of a lot of things. And then can I be being more transparent with you? Some people are just terrible. Period. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
you're not gonna be able to do anything just because your attitude is terrible. Like, who
Yes.
wants to buy this stuff? Like, I mean,
Yes.
some people. I mean, we know there's some people with terrible attitudes in the world, but they hired the right people and they got their product or their service to sell. The question is, have you asked yourself why your product or service is not selling? Why? Why am I not reaching this audience? Like when I told you about this right here, I know the pros and the cons that come along with it. I also understand the possible target audience that it can reach. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
I also know my capabilities as well. So for me to be at this space with it, it blesses me because I never even had the intentions of even making it to the number that I made it to. Some people, I know some other people who have YouTube channels that got 200,000 subscribers, right?
Yeah.
But also the level of content that they're covering goes out to a broader target audience. And so because I understand that, I can understand why it is what it is and why it sells. But then what's
Right.
going to, and this is part of what I'm talking about tomorrow, what is going to differentiate you not only from your competition, but even from yourself? A lot of times we get caught up, you know what I mean, in staying in this same lane for so long. Okay, well, how you gonna keep that sauce? How you gonna keep that spice? How you gonna keep, all of that going?
Right.
Like what are you gonna do? Everybody that I ever like would work for a long time, that was always the thing, like us having to change up and switch up. And like I said, my L was one of the places that just allowed me to just switch up however I wanted to go and expand it. But even right now, I'm getting consulting on because it's like people want to know what is it that we can do? How can we use influencers? How can we use the digital marketing? How can we do this? How can we switch it up? And I always say it's real simple. What makes you different than everybody else? And then also, what's gonna make you different from yourself? And I know somebody like, well, what do you mean what's gonna make me different from myself? Right? Well, literally, when you look at your stuff, how can you say this is how I'm going to make this thing different? And so that's kind of the way to go at it and kind of look at it, for marketing, because marketing is a lot of stuff. And everybody claims to be an expert in marketing. I'm looking at everything. Everybody's just a marketing expert, but all they do is do social media posts well. Like, okay, but how are you a marketing expert? Like,
Right. Right.
hold on, I got my degree on the wall over here. I would like not saying that a degree, justifies it, but I keep myself educated. I just took digital marketing at the Digital Marketing Institute. I just took a whole certification on digital marketing at the Digital Marketing Institute. because that is like the highest level of digital marketing that you can go because they keep their stuff fresh and on point. And so I say all that to say, excuse me, differentiation is going to be the key.
Cool. Great advice. Somebody even watching said Jennifer said great advice.
Thanks, Jennifer.
Definitely some great advice. So let's get down to the meat, the ticket. You giving a ticket away tomorrow. Now, how are you planning to give this amazing ticket away? Because I'm sure people watching like, man, I need to get this ticket. So yeah, I'm gonna let the little marketing king tell ya.
Oh, it's real simple. Like they have to be live on your show right now, and all they got to do is comment right now saying that they want the ticket.
Oh, well, that's simple. Okay, so whoever's watching,
whoever gonna be the first one to comment saying, "Hey, I want the ticket." Like but you got to be serious about it though. You know what I mean? Don't sit here and not be serious about taking your business or your brand to the next level. And that's the other thing that I'll say too, because a lot of times when people get stuff for the free, because it was free, they won't show up. You know what I mean? Ooh. When you put a price on certain things and they got to pay for it, people ain't gonna waste their money to, you know what I mean, for that. So a lot of people look, they'll boom, boom. You show them like, hey, you got to pay for it. They'll show up. And so all I'm saying is that if that's you and you want that, hey, you put your name saying, hey, it's me, or hey, I want that, and then we'll go ahead. I'll make sure that we'll give you a ticket to come into tomorrow's event, because we want to make sure and make that happen for anybody that's interested in taking their brand to the next level. And I'm saying this because I've turned people have hit my DM and I said nah, and so I'm saying this like it can happen on tonight to a person that will want to use it.
Now I've never seen this before in the history of me doing Bling Radio via video. Say Facebook user and it's some eyes. So I don't know if they saying they want the ticket. He said say I want the ticket. And you won't have to identify yourself. Is this a bot? Like
for real, we can't give it to no bot, or is there somebody you blocked? Wait a minute, are they blocked from you, Miss Bliss? Like this is like somebody that was blocked that was able to get.
Like, I did just block somebody, so it could be them.
Like, man, if they block me, nah, they ain't getting nothing. Like we Gucci, like nah, we straight. You stay where you at, but yeah, and then next to my name. They say it's a blue check next to their name. We might want to check.
See who wrote that. I see the way they wrote that. I know who that is. Why your name not showing up? It's showing up Facebook user. Yeah, I know who that is.
Oh, so you know who it is. All right, so then if it's them, so Facebook user, blue check. If it's you, then because we neither one of us can see you, go ahead and DM Miss Bling, and I'll make sure that we get you on the list for tomorrow, and we'll make it happen for you. All right.
Cool.
They say it's a blue check. I'm verified. Like I'm a celebrity.
I'm verified. What you mean?
I got more followers than you. Why you talking crazy? That's what they said. They was like, hold on, fam. Like, you know what I'm saying? A blue check to my name. Like I almost felt like they was gay back and forth a minute. Like it's a blue check on them. You know what I'm saying? Like I put that on Uber. Oh, forgive me, Lord. I'm sorry, Miss Bling. I'm so sorry. No,
you're funny. Oh, they said they trying to figure out what's going on. So he giving away a ticket to his marketing event tomorrow.
Oh boy, this gonna be hilarious, yo.
Oh man. Okay, so if you free, you want to come to the marketing event, just say I want this ticket.
just hit up Miss Bling. I'll make sure we get you on the list. All right, how's about that? I don't went back to the 90s. I'm sorry. Forgive me, Steve. That's the holy name. Oh man,
I was done.
Nah, it's all good. It's all good. But yeah, like I said, it's gonna be tomorrow. It's gonna be a good time. and I'm really, like I said, I'm really excited to do it, and I'm really excited to, like I said, help other people and give other people opportunity to take their brand to the next level. Like my this thing, like, and this is just a perfect example of a lot of you all. I literally got out here and put out one post, one flyer. Now, I mean, I posted a few times, but I put out one flyer. Now I got people asking me, "Hey, I just want you to. I don't even want to do the thing. I want to just you just consult for me. Can you consult?" I literally had another young lady literally send me RFQ. For you all that don't know, that's called request for quote, or RFP. They call request for pricing. Um,
Mhm.
because they want to get me on to actually do it for their state, and their state is, I think it's Minnesota. They wanted me to
Oh,
consult for them for 6 months for what they have coming up, because they know what I've done, and they know what I'm capable of doing. And so, man, we talking about that. We talking about multiple streams. We talking about making a lot of this stuff happen. So I'm excited about it. I'm excited about being able to open up this door for me. And don't get it twisted, I look up to other people as well for mentorship and for counseling. Like I just had a conversation earlier today with somebody who I know is much stronger and much has more wisdom than me in business. I'm never acting like I have arrived. I may have done a lot of great things for a lot of great organizations and even myself, but I still consult with other folks who are up here and who tell me, no, this is how you do this, and this, because it will help you all the way along the way. You know what I'm saying? As it relates to marketing and business relations and how you want to put everything together. Like knowing how to structure your business and all that. This person has helped me dramatically just in
okay.
one consultation. I'm talking about, it was one consultation, and I didn't even get to stay in it a long time because I had to get to my other meetings. But that one consultation changed my life. And for some of you all it's going to take is one consultation. And I'm not saying even with me, just in general in life, a lot of people, these businesses are not making it because they're trying to do everything by themselves. They won't seek out the help, and they won't seek the other advice they can get outside of their own organization.
You're right. And it's a lot of people that some that just don't know where to go, but you got YouTube University, you got Google. You can Google and find, people in marketing, but then you got the people, like you said, the people that just wake up and say, "I've been doing marketing on my Facebook page, and I'm a marketer, so I know what to do." And I've heard people getting scammed by people that's been doing marketing and stuff like that. And but you just need to look for some credible sources. Start
Credible,
asking questions.
credibility. Because I could have said this when I graduated from college. Yeah, I can do it for you. Yeah, but I don't know how that. There's a certain level of experience that I didn't have when I graduated 16 years ago. You know what I mean? Like there's a
Yeah.
certain level of experience that I just did not have. It took for me to go through all of these different companies, all of these different organizations, even doing marketing for churches. You know what I mean? For the free. I ain't never get paid for that one. You know what I'm saying? Like, for the free. You know what I'm saying? Putting on events, learning what grabs people's attention, learning what grabs, and then learning how to cater to different target audience, learning certain things that are going to appeal to women may not is not going to appeal to men. You
Right.
know, like one of the things about what made even my time at my great was they allowed a man to be over marketing for a woman dominated organization. Like, and what I used to say all the time is like this. I make like I if somebody knows how to get the attention of a woman, more than likely it's going to be, a guy can get it. You know what I'm saying? And so I used to say that
Right.
all the time.
Right.
Like, how y'all make a man? And I'm like, I might try to do, get the attention of a woman. I'm not sitting here, but I maybe. But what I'm saying is that also it's the educational part of it, of learning target audiences, learning what is going to appeal to a woman, what's going to appeal to a man, what's going to appeal to a 10 to 25 year old, what's
Yeah.
going to appeal to a 25 to a 40-year-old. There's different target audiences. You got your Gen Z, you have my generation, you have the generation the before me, and things of that nature. What appeals to all of us is not always the same thing. And so understanding that what
Right.
appeals to African American may not appeal to a Caucasian. What appeals to a Caucasian may not appeal to an Indian, and vice versa. So it's all about understanding and knowing your target audience. So I worked for 3 different hospitals at a certain point over a 4.5 year span. what appeals to physicians may not appeal to nurses. You see what I'm saying? It's just about
Okay.
understanding how to make that work and how to cater for that. Because one of the hardest marketing jobs I ever had was working at Northwestern. My God, Jesus, it was one of the hardest things
He said,
in the
my
world.
God, yes.
It was like, because you have to. I was responsible for bringing more in a hospital. Technically, I was responsible for them gaining more patients. Okay,
Gotcha.
and it's not. It's a certain way that has to be done because it's a hospital. You can't be sitting here, hey, you should come visit us because we're better than this hospital over there. You can't say that. That's not what hospitals can do.
Yeah.
But then also when I went to a different hospital, I had to show them. So there's a big thing called U.S. News and World Report. And I don't know, like, would they use it for everything? Like, so if you U.S. News and World Report ranking, that was what's going to validate you. But you also have to understand how U.S. News and World Report ranking works and how voting works. And voting is not done by consumers. Voting is actually done by other physicians. And so you have to learn how to cater and market to other physicians so that your hospital can stay in the high rankings, not only for what they do, but that the other physicians are also recommending the services of that organization. So I'm just saying, I know I just got real technical real quick,
Yeah,
but
that got real techie. I'm like, okay.
I'm sorry. Let me get back to post your 15-second reel on IG tonight. You know what I'm saying? Like, let me get back real. Let me get back 80-second to Calumet real quick. Yeah. So like I was saying, folks, like, go ahead and post your post tonight, your 60-second video on IG, and I'm guaranteed use the right hashtag and they're gonna follow you. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
That's better.
Yeah.
Girl, you're in Georgia now. You gotta get off the Chicago time.
No.
It's hilarious. No, I love it. I love it. But yeah, so it's gonna be a good time tomorrow. Real talk. Good time.
Cool. Well, go ahead and give them the information again. And let them know where they can follow you if they want to. So if the next one that you do, since it's sold out, the next one that you do, they can follow up and be able to be a part of your next marketing event.
Yeah, so you all can follow me at Kenneth Sean on IG. You can go to my website, majorvisionpromotions.com. I got a whole bunch of websites. And so one of the things that I'm going to teach everybody tomorrow, and one of the things I'm even doing for my client, I'm going to show everybody how to just brand yourself and not have all these different websites. That was my issue. So now Kenneth Sean, I'm branded KennethSean.com. When you go to KennethSean.com, you're going to find this. You're going to find my other apparel line that's about to relaunch again. You're gonna find the marketing services. All of that is about to be under my name. But like I said, I had to wake up and say, you know what? Now I got to do this again for myself. I did this for everybody else. Now it's time to make it happen for me. So, but they can find me on everything is at Kenneth Sean. The event. If you go on Eventbrite right now and look up, excuse me, if you go on Eventbrite right now and look up Major Vision Promotions. If you want to get on the Q&A and pay the money to get on the Q&A, the ticket is there for that. And man, yeah, like I said, they can go to my website and go to Eventbrite. It's all there. It's all on all of it. You can click on the link on the website. It'll take you to Eventbrite and it'll show you the other event as well. So everything is all there. MajorVisionPromotions.com or BlueOvalMedia.com or at Kenneth Sean, whichever one you want to do. I'm there.
Options. Y'all got options. You can find the man in 3 different places, probably more than that. Google this man's name, okay?
I'm tired. That's all that means. It just means I'm tired. I need some people under me now. I need some people working for me now because I'm tired. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real.
Yes. So, okay. So I asked everybody this question when we're done with our interview. If it's anything that you could think of that you would want me to bling out for you, what would it be?
Wow. If I could have you bling out something, it would be the thing that I'm about to come out with. It would be nothing that I have right now. So I am relaunching an old apparel line that I used to have. So I'm gonna tell you on this show, I'm relaunching that, and I will want you to bling that out. So that question that I asked you 10 years ago.
Okay. It's coming to life.
Because people don't even know what I'm about to relaunch. They think they know. I'm like, nah, it ain't what you think. Like, I'm about to relaunch something from a long time ago. So 10 years, like literally like that. I'm coming back out with something, but I'm doing a whole different approach with it. So I would love to be like, here it is. Let me send this to you. and then you boom, and then I'm gonna put that on there, and that's gonna have a crazy price tag. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And we gonna split that joint. You understand what I'm saying? Like we gonna split
Okay.
that profit on that one. I'm like, look, we gonna split this. This is the, or you can get it all for that one. Like, because man, that's I would love for you to do that one. Like, I promise
Dope.
you, it's gonna be hot for real.
Dope. Well, I'm with it. I'm with it. So we definitely gonna talk. We neighbors now. So
I know, right? I know, right? So my question for you is that I know this is your show. What are you outside of the show? What are you doing now?
what am I doing now? Well, I'm actually in the process of launching a media school, a virtual media school. So I'm going to be teaching people to do what I do, teaching them how to do podcasting and doing it the correct way, not just waking up saying, "Hey, I'm a radio personality," and you ain't stepped foot in the radio station. You don't know nothing about a time clock. No, how are you a radio personality? So I'm just gonna help them differentiate
Got it.
the difference of starting out from start to finish on how to do it in a 4-week course.
Love it. So this is what I'm going to do for you. I am going, instead of you having to pay the 500, I am going to give you a free consultation on the house and give you all the suggestions from top to bottom of how to actually put that out there and promote it for what it is that you're doing and for the target audience that you're going after, so that you can get out here and launch that thing the way that you always dreamed and desire to launch it. But then also so that it ain't so hard for you so you ain't got to come up and think about that. I'm gonna do that. That is my gift to you. Don't say ain't nobody never gave you nothing. That's gonna be my gift to you. As you looking out for me and bringing me on the show, I'm gonna look back out for you and do a consultation for you on the
I
house.
sure appreciate it because I was like, how is this gonna work? I'm just gonna do it. I'm just okay. So now there is the antidote. He's the antidote.
I love it. The antidote. I love it. I love it. I
Yeah,
love it.
yeah.
This is amazing though. But that's good. I think that's amazing. You know what I mean? I think what you're doing is amazing. And teach people how to do that. That's going to be definitely amazing. You know, put the podcast stuff out there and how you do it. That's definitely going to be amazing because it ain't easy. I don't care what nobody else say. I don't care what nobody say.
No.
I tell people all the time, as a person that does YouTube and having to come up with topics all of the time, consistency and all of that, like in order for you to stay relevant, you got to stay consistent. You know what I mean?
Right.
And you got to stay on it, and you got to keep talking about stuff everybody else ain't talking about, and what's going to differentiate you. That's like my big key, and that's what makes this thing right here one of my biggest challenges. You know, but it's still going on. It's still going strong. I'm still grateful for it. And so yeah, so I definitely understand. So we're definitely looking forward to that, and definitely looking forward to what you got coming up.
Yay. Thank you. We will talk soon. I have a show tomorrow when you're doing the event. Will it be pre-recorded? Can they buy it later? Was it you just gotta be there. Okay.
But let me
Well,
ask you a question though. How did you just feel when I said that?
dang, I gotta wait till the next one, but I ain't gonna miss the next one. That's good marketing.
I didn't even say a word. You see what I'm saying?
Right,
I didn't say a word. So
right. This was not planned. So
well, no, but I knew that though. It's like
yeah.
nah, like when people that's trying to like send me DMs and like that knew me from like 20 years ago. Hey, you remember me back from when we went to high school? Like, no, I don't. And no, I'm not letting you in. No, but you can catch that when I do it again. And this is not something, and just a lesson. This is not something that you do often. Like this is not something that I'm offering every month. You know what I mean? It may not even be every quarter. I may only do this one other time. You know what I mean? Like depending on how everything is going. So, but yeah, it's just like you want to keep staying in demand and keep having people wanting to want your results or not want to use you and consult with you. So yeah, it's a blessing.
Dope. Well, I'll catch you the next go round. Well, no,
I told you you're already taken care of. You're straight. That's for everybody else. I said you are all good. Everybody else, different situation. All right, you good though. All right, you good.
Okay, cool. Well, I will talk to you soon. You have an amazing event tomorrow. I would love to follow up to hear about it. So you could come check back with me. Let me know what happened and what's coming up next.
Too kind. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Now.
No problem. See you later.
Okay. Right,
bye. All right, y'all. That was Kenneth Sean, and you can follow him on all the platforms that he said. But if you don't remember any of them, KennethSean.com is where you can find him. He's on Instagram at KennethSean. Super cool. One of the dudes from the crib. Y'all know I'm from Chicago. And he has been doing amazing in marketing. So to see the amount of people that he attracted when he asked if he did anything with, marketing, who would be interested. And I promise you, it was over 100 comments. And it was only it was less than 2 hours. So yeah, guys, if you are looking to get your business in order, I suggest that you reach out to him. Okay. This has been my time, and it was amazing having him on the show. Would love to hear follow-ups, and he's going to be working with me, so this is awesome. Very excited. You guys, I've been telling you the Konfident Media Camp is coming up. So I'm working on building that right now. As soon as I'm done with this, I got to get back to work with building the virtual school. So I will talk to you guys later. Tomorrow we have G Fields who will be on the show. And it's going to be a great one. Blingy Luv, I'm out. Peace.